Big Z Reviews. Nightmare Alley is a new drama thriller from Guillermo del Toro, and personally I found it to be one of his weakest films.
This creature has been examined by the foremost scientists and pronounced unequivocally a man. I am prepared to offer you folks one last chance to witness this supreme oddity.
Del Toro is one of my favorite directors, and when I saw this I was like, ooh, he's doing a freak show movie, interesting. And I feel like the trailer showed me a fake bill of goods, because like there's the whole thing is that like they doing all stuff like about not, but then they don't reveal the monster. It's like William Dafoe is doing his whole ringleader thing, that telling people that getting hyped up for the geek or the monster that they're going to show, and there is no monster. It's literally just a human being that was tortured into being what they call a geek, and it's like, oh, that sucks. And it's like it's kind of interesting that everyone is human, but like it doesn't feel like a Guillermo del Toro film. And also too, like it's a beautifully filmed movie and really well acted, but it's just such a downer. And there it really isn't a story in this whole movie, and it's just like a movie about a bunch of bad people with bad things happening to them, and it felt overly long and nothing happened, and I didn't enjoy it. Like the most interesting stuff is at the freak show or at the carnival, but then at a certain point, like Bradley Cooper and Rooney Mara, they like go off to become a mentalist and like refer to rich people and like make a bunch of money, and like the second half of the movie is all that, and like him doing a spook show and trying to go after the rich people with like saying that they're ghosts or whatever, like, and all that sort of stuff. And I didn't really find any of that very interesting. Like at least the freak show stuff was interesting, and like the whole thing, like Bradley Cooper, he's joining the circus or whatever. He's on the run for something. Like you see him like putting a body underneath the floor of a shack and then burning it down. And he goes to this thing, and he kind of joins he meets up with like this thing. He bangs a bunch of the most beautiful middle-aged women in Hollywood, like Kate Blanchett and Toni Collette. And then Rooney Mara is younger, of course. But I feel like Bradley Cooper he's supposed to be young, because like whole stuff when you find out more about him, I feel like he's supposed to be young, but he's like in his late 40s, I think, and it's like he's much too old for this character. Like he's of the same age as Kate, I think Toni Collette, maybe not Kate Blanchett. I think Kate Blanchett is older, still gorgeous though, but he goes to get a bath, like the Toni Collette as like a Zelina the Seer is like, she also like has a house, and she also like sells baths for 10 cents. And like I guess the bath also, if you're handsome enough, includes a quick hand job underneath the water. But like he becomes kind of their assistant, and to like Richard Jenkins as Ezra Grindle is like a magician and a mentalist, and he's taken under their wing. And then there's also William Dafoe as Clem Hosley. And like there's a certain point when they're explaining the whole geek show thing about the torturing a person and get them addicted to heroin or whatever drugs there were, whatever it was. But like the second they did that story, and it's really, I mean, William Dafoe was amazing. But the second it happened, I was like, okay, I know what the ending of the movie is. And but you have to go through a bunch of shit to get there, and it's just, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Like it's a beautiful film, I guess it's a Guillermo del Toro film, but it's just there's not much story. Actually, I'm sorry, it wasn't the magician is David Strahan as Pete. The Richard Jenkins is like a rich guy that he tries to swindle, um, Bradley Cooper, and like he's like a murderous rapist, but like he is always like he's a serial killer, I think, but he's always trying to get in touch with the original one, and the original one that he loved, and it's like it's just it's I don't know, I didn't like it. Like, I mean, there's some interesting stuff in here, but I think, and there's some interesting stuff with, especially between Bradley Cooper and Kate Blanchett, as like she's a psychiatrist that he meets up with, and like gives him dirt on the rich people to like really get in and get him with the spook show. Like, there's some really interesting stuff, and like there's a big setup. I won't fully spoil the end, but like I see what they're going for, but at the same time, it's like I'm not sure why they did it like that, you know? Like, I feel like it's so unsatisfying, so much of it. And it's like, I really wish there was a story. And there isn't a story. It's just Bradley Cooper is an abusive asshole and uses people to get what he wants and likes killing people that remind him of his dad. And that's the movie. It's just, I hate to say it, like, it wasn't good. And I love to see whatever he does next, because it's still a beautiful, gorgeous film. It's just maybe he needs to get with a writer. I think it was based on a book. I'm not sure, but like, it's just there wasn't much of a story there to me. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.